That console that looks like our scry should be the controls for the barrier. The thimble was built to interface with it.
Time to disrupt Asylum. Great timing. I owe you one.
You need to come with me. All of you.
We mustn't cause a panic.
Sure. It's not like we had a dire supply shortage on our hands before this happened.
What do I tell the High Enchanter? The Guild will want...
Enough. We won't discuss this further. Not in front. Identify yourselves.
Aurea Harpene, or Silverbeak, as I'm known among Weaver circles. This is my band, and beside me is our acting point.
Bryn. And you are?
Khan Stunild, Eye of the Enclave. My colleagues are the spindle and the act. Who sent you?
Sent us?
Taza? Renlan? The Enclave is the envy of the Maida for its magical prowess. Clearly one of those nations has finally grown a spine and decided to take it for the
Moment. No one sent us. We came here by accident.
What kind of fool do you take me for? You expect me to believe that you bypassed our veil, infiltrated our loom gates, and breached Asylum without an...
When you put it that way.
This is a misunderstanding. We're Weavers, like you. There was a brief opportunity to enter the Enclave for the first time in... Everything we've done since we arrived has been to uncover what happened here after the Surge.
If that is true, have you really...
No.
Your reckless conduct has unleashed an enemy that nearly destroyed us 27 years ago.
The Surgeborn. They first appeared a little over a decade.
Where did they come from?
No one knows. But they arrived in the Underworks before making their way to the surface.
Where they left a trail of destruction in their...
Causing casualties to...
And so I called for a retreat here, until now.
We've been here a little while now.
She's right.
This is hardly our...
Look, Surgeborn or not, though I suppose we owe you.
You did.
Did we?
While we can agree Arakim breached no contact protocol, it has proven to be the floods were growing worse, and now they have stopped, even if fixing them has introduced a new problem.
One, my band would be more than happy to help you.
Sorry to interrupt, but you mentioned your last name.
She was my mother.
Of course! I mean, before my time of...
Oh,
There is so much I'd love to ask. Aurea comes from a long bloodline of outstanding and renowned weavers. Shouldn't that buy her...
Your presence in the outskirts will be tolerated.
What about the Surge?
What about them?
Shouldn't we work together to deal with them?
We could use the help.
The Surgeborn are a problem for anyone in the outskirts.
The scouts do head into the outskirts to scavenge for...
We'll take our own precautions. Speaking of...
But
Enough! My...
Bryn. The one that led us here is clearly the one that warned us.
Will do. Hey, Arakim, was it?
oh, just call me Eric.
Well, Eric, I never got a chance to thank you. You know.
I think you had it. Besides, I couldn't let you plummet into a chasm. The Eye is pretty peeved with me, but hey.
You seem awfully trusting of us, considering the terrible first impression we've made.
Well, I was spying on you the first time we met, so let's call it even.
Sure. Maybe you know everything already then.
Just one. Why are you here?
Honestly, we're as trapped in here as you are. We need to find a way out.
I wouldn't have guessed that for you.
Look, I love adventure, but I'm not alone. I need to take care of my band first and foremost. I can't expect them to live like this forever. Not without an exit strategy.
And to think, our leader has allowed us to live like this for almost half a century. If that's truly what you want, then dealing with the Surgeborn is the first step. Ever since the Veil went up, our people have been in crisis. They've spent so long in it, they're afraid to do what it takes to get out. It doesn't help that some have benefited off that same crisis.
Who?
Who always benefits? Our leaders are too preoccupied with their own concerns to form a unified front.
Such as?
The Spindle is obsessed with getting the Arcs functional again. She believes that will help us regain control. And the Axle is too stressed about our supply shortage right now. But if their concerns were handled, they could pressure the Eye to finally address...
That sounds like an opportunity. And are you a representative yourself? Do you have sway?
Representative, yes. Sway? No. I represent the Scouts, meaning I'm at the meetings, but I don't have the title to back me up. The Scouts were once points like you, but our role has changed since the Veil went up. We were effectively drafted into scavenging for food and supplies. It made sense following the surge, but it's been years. Recently, we've even been separated from Cassidan's hold and the remaining civilians. Anyway, it's the guild leaders who will need to pressure Khan Stanild into dealing with the Surge. The Surgeborn have had us on our back foot for decades. That needs to change if we're gonna help you.
Sounds like I've got some palms to grease.
Yuck. But yes, I'll come by your camp later. We'll be able to speak.
What is that about?
The Eye isn't one for idle chit-chat. That's worth watching.
Talk to you back at our camp.
You got it.
Seth, you all right?
No. I mean, yes. I'm fine.
Rin, the rest of us are heading out. See you back at camp.
I got to go.